your team to maybe becoming a little too comfortable?
Well, believe me, all they got to do is watch the Utah game, and I don't buy into that. They're missing bodies. They still have guys that played a lot of minutes, stepping in, doing a great job. They've done a heck of a job of stepping in, sort of like our young guys. Our young guys they've done a great job of developing them, getting them ready to play. So just starting with that premise that no, I don't read that stuff about they're missing bodies, So we got to come in no matter who's on the court and play to our identity because they're going to play to theirs, and they're doing a good job of one thing, making shots. A lot of stuff they do. They can mess up a play, but they still at the end of the day make shots. So that's what we got to do is understand that they're a tough shot making team.
And Coach, 5 years ago, 2012, 2013, you guys came in and you tried to really change the way you play. If you remember, you tried to go on tempo. I think you wound up 4 and 20. Scrambled with them, played really well after that with a lot of those guys. Was there anything when you approached this year and changing your style that you learned from that?
We were 4 and 20. How many? 5?
Well, just the way that
we had to do. We were a different mindset at that time. We were more of a defensive mindset back when I first got here 6-7 years ago, and we were developing. We were more worried about the draft than we were anything else at that time. So it's a different day. I think your question was how do we feel about changing that? We're going with the times. I think today's a three-point shooting league. We're trying to develop that philosophy, but at the same time maintain a defensive focus and be relevant defensively and not just say, okay, we're going to outscore you. I don't know if that answers your question or not, but back at that time we were totally different. We weren't thinking about three-point shooting. We were thinking about establishing a defensive identity. We were 30th, and I think now we're 5th. So we had to change. That was my mandate coming in with Brian Colangelo, was to get our defense under control and back up to speed, and I think we did. Okay.
Dwane, if you play a team like Boston, they want to maybe slow it down a little bit. They want to keep it in the 90s-ish. How do you counter that?
Yeah, they do a great job of trying to dictate tempo with their offense, slow it down. They run a lot of motion, a lot of activity to get the ball to certain people, and we got to be disciplined and understand what they're trying to do to us, and not get sucked in off their bigs who are great shooters. Horford's a great shooter. Morris is shooting the ball well. So we got to be disciplined in that situation and understand that Rozier is a very hot player right now, shooting 43 from the three, getting up 8 to 9 threes a game from that standpoint. So we got to understand that, but we got to make sure we try to get the game going a little faster and try to play the way we want to play. They're going to have something to say about that because they're a very good defensive team. But at the same time, we got to, play to who we are and try to keep the tempo fast, try to get up the floor fast, try to score before they get set, because they're a very good defensive team once they do get their
Well, you guys
set.
grab some defensive rebounds and go.
We got to rebound. That's another good thing. We got to rebound. Our guards got to rebound. They have a lot of long rebound, long shots, long rebounds. So we got to make sure we come back in and guards do help the bigs in rebounding, and that will help the pace. But first, you got to make a miss. It's hard to run out of the net if they're scoring. So get stops, rebound, and get up the floor as quick as we can.
How important is it for you guys to get that top seed, knowing that it's something that you control?
Yeah, well, we control it. It's important. That's our goal. It's been our goal all year. Coming into the season was our goal, and we're there right now. So again, it's something that we want to do. That's what we're fighting to do. That's why we're here. Tonight's game is going to be a match for us that, like you said, we control it. And, Boston's going to have something to say about that. But that's what's great about this game tonight is two teams right neck and neck with each other. And then we have another game next week with them again. So this is a good week for us.
And for you mentioned earlier, you talked about the bigs a little bit in their development. What have been some of the key components to that group really coming together and really being as impactful as they've been this year?
Well, again, their summer work habits. Those guys put in the work last summer, worked on what we wanted to do. We gave them a mandate of what parts of the game we wanted to do, moving without the ball, relocating, shooting off the dribble, shooting shooting threes, and they stayed with it all summer and really developed. And what was unknown was the cohesion they were going to have as a group. We didn't know that coming in, and I think guys with us all year knew the fact that we wanted to go in the season playing those guys, but if they weren't going to produce, we were going to scrap it. So, but they did. They've done a great job all year. They had their rough spots, but for the most part, they've played to their identity and stuck and been consistent.
When you've touched on this in recent weeks, when you talk about the importance of a game like tonight, getting the win, but then maybe not showing your full playbook too, right, knowing that this could be a playoff opponent, do you worry about something?
No, we want to win. I mean, there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new that they're going to pull out of their hat that we haven't seen on film or know about. Or if it's going to get a win, I'll use your idea, Eric, if it counts. So yes, I do. So it doesn't matter. I don't think you're in the business of getting wins, and we'll come up with something new for the playoffs. But right now, we got to use whatever's in our toolbox to try to get a W.
What do you think of Boston, the way they've been able to win and be competitive with a lot of young guys, sort of like you have? Like
same thing, same picture, same thing. They're in the same boat with their young group. Their young players have really gotten better. Rozier's worked his butt off and got better. Their staff has done a heck of a job, as our staff has, of working with our young guys. And so you're looking at the same picture. Tatum is #1 pick, so that's a little bit different starting point, but they've done a good job of developing a personality, developing the young kid, Ojale, and I can't say his name, Yabusele. Those guys have come in and developed and gotten better under their coaching staff's watch. So we're identical, same picture, and their future is bright and our future is bright with our young guys.
Last question.
This is your vindication for you, the system, DeMar and Kyle, just the entire, just establishing yourself?
Well, yeah, time is what you want, consistency to build your program. Sort of what Brad did here. First few years were rough here, and he had time to build it, and then we had time to build it in Toronto. So that's what you want, that opportunity to build it, especially if you're not bringing in a lot of free agents, or so to speak, as homegrown guys, as they've done with their players. So I don't know if you call it vindication, but more or less consistency and time.